Hello and welcome to another update of Warriors of Waterdeep. I'm Jonathan, the Community Manager of Warriors of Waterdeep.
Hi, I'm Steve, Brand Manager for Warriors of Waterdeep.
So we're here today to talk about what's new and upcoming on Warriors of Waterdeep.
The open beta continues, and we have rolled out the Golden Glory update a little while ago, and we're about to roll out the Rock and Roll update.
So, Update 3, what do players need to know?
Update 3 was the biggest update that we've ever done. We called it Golden Glory because it changed a lot of the core features and structures of the game. The first thing that we did is we got rid of the XP and gold cap on players' progressions, and what we did is we changed the XP. We changed how players acquired XP, and we changed how much XP was required for heroes to go up different levels. We did this in order for new players to have a really smooth progression and sort of generalize how they develop their characters. So it used to be, when the game launched, that players would focus on their favorites, and they wouldn't try new heroes because they started out too low. But now we've worked the system where upgrading gear for new heroes gives that hero XP. Upgrading the heroes also raises the level cap for all your heroes, so you have a sense of getting everybody battle ready as soon as possible. The other big change in Update 3 was the change to the challenge mode. The old system involved running a dungeon as far as you could go, as many rooms as you can, and then having to make a decision to leave with your prize, which was a time-locked chest, or trying to push forward and maybe losing your prize. If you were feeling particularly brave that day, you might work really hard, beat a boss 4 times, and then not have anything at all at the end of the session. We changed it to a much more structured, easier to manage, less grindy challenge, where you would face a boss up to 3 times and earn a random prize that you earn immediately. So there was no waiting, and you had to pick which prize that you earned. If you beat a boss 3 times, you rolled 3 dice against a list of 20 prizes. You got to pick which one you wanted, depending on the day, depending on the hour. Maybe you wanted some items, maybe you wanted more gems, maybe you wanted more coins. If you were really lucky and rolled doubles or triples, you got everything at once. That was kind of cool. So that was the change that we put in to sort of respond to how people were playing the game.
So that's what's happened in Update 3. Now, Update 4, what's new?
Update 4 we codenamed Rock and Roll because I love terrible puns. The first part, rock, comes from another change that we made to challenge mode. One of the earliest comments that we got on the challenge mode was that it took too long to get a new challenge. People went through Sharpstone Keep and started fighting Harcarled Firesworn almost immediately, and then had to go through all 10 chapters of the Frost Silver Mines to go battle the Anvil of Dumathoin. And that took a long time. You know, sometimes you had to work out your strategy, you had to develop more characters. So what we wanted to do is split the Frost Silver Mines in 2. One 10-chapter theme becomes 2 5-chapter themes. So you unlock a new theme sooner, and so you have more variety in your challenge mode. The new theme means a new boss. So we have added the Soul of Frost Silver, who is, it's not much of a spoiler, is an earth elemental, hence the rock. And I'm very sorry, no, I'm not.
So how does this affect new players and established players?
So for new players, this is all perfectly natural. Once you start in on Frost Silver Mines, you'll see that you have 5 chapters to go through, and you'll see the boss at the end of the run. If you're an established player, well then you're very likely past chapter 5 of the old Frost Silver Mines, which was the Gelatinous Cube. So you'll just continue on where you are currently in the game. But when you go look at the challenge list, you'll see that there is Frost Silver Mines available as a challenge. And then you'll see, if you've unlocked it, if you've beaten the Anvil of Dumathoin, you'll see the Hidden Forge. We renamed the second half of the challenge, of that original theme, to become its own challenge. So you've got, very quickly, 3 challenges to choose from. Since the start of the open beta, we've been tracking how players use the different hero abilities as they unlock the different heroes and the different items over the course of the game, and use them in, adventure mode or in challenge mode. And we've seen which ones are really popular and which ones are not as popular. And sometimes, not as popular means not powerful enough, and sometimes too popular means too powerful. So this update features a pretty thorough review of all those abilities. Sometimes we've changed the range, sometimes we've changed the cooldown, sometimes we've changed the percentage of damage an ability does or heals. We've got everything listed on the Warriors of Waterdeep forum, so you can take a look at that full list.
In this update, Laurel Silverhand recruits a new hero, and that new hero is?
The new hero is Calliope. Calliope is a half-elf bard. She's the 8th hero in Warriors of Waterdeep. She is the 2nd healer, joining Halbinit, and she is the 2nd tough or red archetype, joining Thomas. She casts a lot of magic spells to boost her allies or weaken the enemies, and she's so cool. Let's take a look. Final change that we made to challenge mode in this update is in response to some of the comments that we've received about update 3. One thing that a lot of people said in their comments on the Facebook pages and forums and Twitter was that they missed the appointment mechanic that was created by the chest timers. Since we don't have chests still in the game, we decided to reintroduce those appointments by giving you a free challenge every so often in the challenge mode. So right now, Sharpstone Keep, every 6 hours, you can play it for free. If you want to play it more often, well, then you can, but the free one will remind you to come back regularly.
Lots of interesting stuff in the latest update. Thank you for coming by and telling us all about it.
Thank you for having me. Of course, we're not done yet. The open beta continues, so keep playing Update 4, rock and roll. Let us know what you think about the changes. We really appreciate all the comments that come in. It shows that people really like to play Warriors of Waterdeep and really love playing the game. So
we do keep our eyes on the forum and on Twitter and on our Facebook. Send that feedback. We always appreciate it.
So keep playing. I hope all the critical hits go your way, and
talk to you later. Bye.